guys, Astrocass here, back with a quick astrology update. This one is for the transits for April, and this one is for my Cancer rising, so let's jump into it. The sun starts off transiting your Aries 10th house. So the sun is our confidence, our vitality, it's how we're shining, it's what people are noticing about us and what we're doing. So with the sun going through your 10th house, this is about your career and reputation. So again, you might be really shining in this area. People are taking notice of how well you're doing at work, in your career and reputation. You might be also having a lot of fun and just enjoying it and laughing and just being really confident and outgoing with this transit at work. Definitely depends on your natal chart though. You have to look at the transits and how they're impacting your natal chart. So if you need a hand with that, definitely book a reading with me. Reach out, let me know, to have a chat about your natal chart or the transits or whatever, you know, might be coming up for you. I'll put my information below so you can book that one. Also on the 21st, the sun will then move into your Taurus 11th house. So again, this is just when people are noticing how well you're shining and how well you're doing in the area of your friends, the groups you're a part of, and the community. Again, you might be having a lot of fun and playing around and just having a really good time with this. Friends are going to be really important. You might be going out drinking, partying, or just having a lot more fun with your friends with this transit. Then you've got Mercury, the planet of communication and news, transiting your Aries 10th house. So this just means you're communicating a lot more about your career, reputation. There's a lot more documents and emails and stuff going around. It can be news, like some news coming through with this transit in regards to your career and reputation, something like that happening. On the 12th, it'll then move into your Taurus 11th house. So again, you'll be just communicating more with your friends, the groups you're a part of. There could be some big news coming about a friend of yours or a group that you're a part of. Some news, some changes, something positive possibly happening for you guys. We've then got Venus, the planet of love, romance, and money, in your Aquarius 8th house. So this is when you're really enjoying deep bonding. You're really getting a lot of pleasure and love and connection with a loved one. If you do have like a close partner, close intimate partner, like husband, wife, long-term relationship. It also can be a really good transit for money as well, because the 8th house is other people's money. So whether it's like tax, something to do with taxes or inheritance or like bills and stuff like that, this transit can obviously apply to all of those things. So you might be getting some money from some of those things or losing some money from some of those things. Definitely depends on your own natal chart, but the 8th house is usually other people's money. Typically it usually relates to, if we've got like a business, it'll be our business's income. If we've got like a husband, wife, something like that, it'll talk about their money, and this transit can show kind of like what's happening with them and that income. On the 6th, it'll then move into your Pisces 9th house. So this is when you're really just going to be in like loving, enjoying, and finding pleasure in your beliefs, your higher education, spirituality, religion, or overseas travel, anything to do with like foreign lands, foreign products or people, those sorts of things. So again, if you're at university, you know, higher education, you could meet a partner there, or you're just really enjoying university and having a lot of fun. If you're going traveling, again, you could meet a partner that way, or make a lot of money through your relationships or dealings with people from foreign lands or companies, those sorts of things. Mars, the planet of action, passion, aggression, wars we're fighting for and fighting with, starts off in your Aquarius 8th house. So again, what I mentioned before, the 8th house is sex, death, rebirth, transformation. It's also about occult practices, but it's also about other people's money, and whether we've got a business or like a partner's money. It can show things like inheritances, debts, tax, all that kind of stuff. So with Mars going through that 8th house, it can just bring a lot of passion and focus into that area. Great time to be intimate with your partner. That energy there is great to use for that. Great to use for occult practices and putting lots of energy and passion into that. On a more negative side though, be cautious. Again, look at your natal chart, but you know, things can pop up with disagreements over inheritance or arguments. You know, frustrations can come up over other people's money, whether it's, you know, your business and the partnership there and what's happening with money there, or, you know, again, aggression or anger, disagreement can come up with your partner's money or income or something like that. So it really depends on your natal chart. Another quick thing I wanted to mention and make you aware of is that there's a once in a lifetime conjunction happening between Neptune and Jupiter in their home sign of Pisces that they rule. So Neptune is the more modern ruler, and Jupiter's the more traditional ruler of Pisces. And in your 9th house, this is, again, as I mentioned before, going to impact the area of life of your belief systems, your higher education, spirituality, religion, and like foreign travels, overseas travels. So you'll notice maybe that there could be some events happening with this conjunction, especially if it's triggering anything in your natal chart. Especially for you, Neptune's usually about, our dreams, our illusions, delusions. It's about, film. It can also be about like rules like costumes and, romance, all those sorts of things. Jupiter's usually luck, abundance, wisdom, education, beliefs, all those sorts of things. So it can be a really beautiful transit, and this conjunction, as I said, is a once in a lifetime, so definitely worth paying attention to and taking advantage of. You then have a new moon in April on the 1st, occurring in your Aries 10th house at 5:24 p.m. in Australian time, at about 11 degrees, almost 12. So new moons are all about new beginnings, fresh start, new cycles. So with this happening in your Aries 10th house, expect some changes over the next 3 to 6 months in regards to your career and reputation. Events will pop up around that. Definitely take notice of that. Have a look at the transits and like this transit, for the new moon, and how it's impacting your natal chart. You then have a full moon on April 17th in your Libra 4th house at 4:55 a.m. in Australian time at roughly 27 degrees. So full moons are all about endings and completions of cycles, so things coming to an end. You'll notice those things happening over the next 3 to 6 months for you. But check out when the last Libra new moon was, because that's when some of these things would have started. Some of the events would have started kicking off, or even, if it's just a small event that's happening for you, that would have been happening back then. Usually when it's to do with like a Libra 4th house, it's to do with your relationships, home, family, ancestry, heritage, those sorts of things. So, I'd expect some endings coming around those topics and events that have been happening for your home or your family. So pay, close attention to anything that links in with your home, family, the relationships you've got with your family members, your heritage, your culture, all of those sorts of things that can be impacted with this full moon. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a like and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any content. Thanks, bye.